And we are live with episode 33? I believe it's 33 of The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky SC. And, yeah, Grotz is on fire. The... we gotta head into the thing. I really shouldn't be faffing about right now. We gotta head to the castle. Gotta save the queen. And Chloe. Oh, I can't be attacked. Oh, the gates are closed. Given the age of the Cetrits, I would imagine it can be opened manually. That proved difficult, however. Yes, it'll take quite a bit of pushing. Ooh, it's how to call Pater Mater, isn't it? Hey now, you call that thing in, you won't leave anything for the rest of us to do. You all just leave this to me. Leave it to you. Just watch. Cool. Bro. Wow, that was great, Walter. Ah, yes, one of the title style's greatest techniques. Ha, impressive as always, my friend. That shit's really only good for street performances. Now, one more to go through. Really? She's got the long hair right now? To think they'd breach the castle gates. They won't hold much longer. Claudia, Hilda, hurry and get Alicia to her private chambers. But uncle. Dudan, are you... I'm a scion of the von Ausley's family. I'll not stand quietly and watch as brigands try to tear our land and authority to pieces. With Julia absent, I shall take command. But... stop wasting time. Their goal is to abduct the queen and her heir. Her heir being you, remember? Wait, so he's not being a dick about it? Uncle, your priority must be the safety of yourself and the queen. This is what it means to be heir, Claudia. Fulfill your duty. Uncle, I understand. Grandmother, Hilda, come. We need to get up to the chambers. Yes, it'd be best. Dunan, please be careful. Ha! You just watch as I cast these cursed bandits from the walls. And pray for your victory. Philip, you be careful too. I'll do my best, Mr. Silda. Okay. I am deeply impressed, your lordship. I've never been happier to serve you than at this moment. There's no need to make such a show out of it, Philip. Ah, here they are. Such ghastly appearances, rather more like demons than men. Your lordship, should I fall, do not hesitate to flee. What, but... Oh, this man is just going badass mode. Sir Philip. Oh, it's the old man with the closed eyes. Who the hell is this old lump? I am Philip Runal, butler to His Royal Highness Dunan von Auslis, and former captain of the Royal Guard. This blade I once held in days long past. I do not know how far it will carry me, but it shall now cross with yours. Ooh. Ah, ever is this country full of surprises. Let's see how skilled you are then. Oh, boy. Man's about to get his ass handed to him. Run! Run! There's literally no point in me pressing... What in the... No large impact points. I think this was broken with someone's hand. This looks like Walter's handiwork. No way. Well, I'm nice and properly terrified now. He really is freakishly strong. I'm nice and properly terrified. Yeah, sounds alright. Wait, what are we standing around being impressed for? We need to catch up to... Estelle, watch out. Oh, fuck. Oh, come on. Why here? Let's get whipping. We don't have time for this shit! Yeah. Uh. We really don't have time for this shit right now.
Your fate is in my hands. Ha!
Too far. Does this ever end? There's no time. Let's get inside. Yeah. Um. $150, $135, $39, $133. Joshua doesn't need it. Hopefully. No. They got everybody. Even their old guard is no match. Mrs. Stout. Philip and even Dunan. Did you try to stop them? To my shame, I could not. I suppose age has caught up to me. I could not hold them for long. Is the Duke. Don't worry, I think it was just knocked away or something. That is a relief. Her Majesty has retreated to the royal chambers. Please hurry. Philip! He's just unconscious. Let's hurry. Chloe's in danger. Right. And Alicia! Fuckity fuck fuck. So these are the Queen's chambers. Our destination then. This sucks. The only one who didn't just fall over was the old-timer. Yes, he was quite an expert. He was still silly though. There was no way he could beat all of us. Stupid old man. Calm down, don't say that. He proved his worth through his loyalty. Few men can claim as much. And I must admit, Duke Dunan was a little different than rumor led me to believe. True, he did not seem like the absolute debauchee from the reports. Still amused by how quickly he passed out, of course. They're here! Damn it all, if only Captain Schwartz were here. Stop sniveling, we are the Royal Guard. Show them what that means. Sorry, more small fry. This is getting rather tedious. Told you. Oh, I know. To make it fun, let's see who can capture the Queen first. Oh ho, an interesting sport. I'm game. Well then, let's play. They just ran right through. Oh, I actually need to heal Joshua. That's funny as fuck. Can I make worldly stew? Acerbic tomatoes. Oh. I can. If I buy tomatoes, steak, and red pepper. That's fine. To the Queen's room. That's this way, right? It seems you have more guests, Queen Alicia. Chloe, Queen Alicia, Estelle, Joshua. Everyone, thank you for coming. Oh no, we're too late. You sons of... What do you think you're doing? Let go of Chloe and Her Majesty. Sorry, but no. The professor asked us to do this as a personal favor, so no can do. The professor? Wait, a personal... So this has nothing to do with the gospel plan, then? Nope, don't think so. He said he wanted to slow you down a little since you were doing more than we thought you would. Oh, I'm so very sorry for trying to reverse all the damage you guys are doing and being a decent human being, then. So it's just like, sorry, I'm a decent person. Yeah, well, it's a pain. You restored the guild phones, right? The professor wasn't a fan of that. He said he wanted to see you kids floundering around a bit more. What in... He had you attack Gronto for that? That's very like him. It is in fairly bad taste, I'll admit. However, Louvet is securing the floating city on his own. We had little better to do, so we did the professor a favor. Lucy, why? I believe we understand now. Given that am I not enough of a prize by myself, can I ask you to release Princess Claudia? Grandmother, no. I'm the one who should. It is true that the good professor asked for one or the other. My, what a quandary we have on our hands. Weren't you looking to take the princess anyway? Well, a pet bird in a cage somehow lacks charm. It may also be nice to see her elegance shining even through captivity, but... You don't even start. You're really out of your minds if you think we'll let you do that. Don't make me laugh. Even if we didn't have hostages, are you seriously going to take on all of us? That's right. I promised to kill you all the next time we met. You know what? This is a good chance. Maybe I should just gut you all right here. Stay calm, Estelle. They're right. There's no way we can fight all of them at once by ourselves. We need to wait for our chance. But... alas, Joshua, it is fruitless. Perhaps had you been in the shadows, you could have found an opening. But as it stands, out in the open like this, your options are limited. There's little you can do. Black Fang. So it seems. It also seems like I'm not the only one who needs to strike that opening. What? Oh! What? Hello everyone, good work. Your Majesty, Your Highness, forgive my tardiness. Sid, thank you for coming. Ah, one of the Divine Blade's lieutenants. That wasn't too bad. Just a bit more and you really would have had us. Yes, I'll admit I was surprised. I didn't expect to be able to turn away such a blow so easily. Alright, this has turned into my kind of party! So you want to play too? I'll pass for the moment. Really, I'm just bait anyway. It's like, no, I'm bait! Wait! Wait! What? Gasp. Ah! And the queen is safe! Let's go! Good, I made it into uniformed man. What in? Huh? Oh my. Richard? Colonel Richard? Ah, hello, Miss Bright. You shouldn't call me Colonel, however. I've been stripped of my rank and I'm little more than a criminal performing his penal service. Boy, that just explains every question I'd have about this. Don't call me Colonel. About this. Don't call me Colonel. Okay. Mr. Richard, it's been some time. I am glad to see you and the princess are well, Your Majesty. I believe General Bright has already briefed you on my circumstances. So please, allow me to shield you from these criminals. By all means. Thank you very much, Mr. Richard. The pleasure is mine. I so don't even know what's going on anymore. I think it's safe to say this story is bigger than we are, as it were. A pair of the Divine Blade students. Our wayward Black Fang and a group of better than average bracers. You know, considering the average bracer is actually pretty fucking strong, that is a compliment. It's just not the nicest one. I think we may have tarried for too long. I appreciate the time, personally. Incidentally, we've already handled things in the city. Huh? Gransel, East Block. Commence Operation Clean Sweep. Remember, our first priority is the safety of the citizenry. Assist the army where possible. Engage your corps and archaisms at your discretion. Yes, ma'am! The Special Ops is back! And they're actually the good guys now. Wha-bam! Boom. Bing. That's actually pretty badass. Although the exploding dogs is a bit... Oh, no, 6v5. I was about to say 3v5. They're gonna need some more numbers. 6v5. They still need more numbers. Holy. Just when I thought this couldn't get any crazier. When the special ops guys show up. And they're going after the society's goons too. Maybe this is, you know, heavy penance for awful deeds and stuff. Or maybe they're trying to remind everyone how awesome they are. It's a bit of both. Who the hell would... They're trying to clear their name, Dorothy? Ah, the hell with it. Dorothy, make with the camera. Shoot and shoot until we can't stop filming there anymore. Aye, aye, sir. Now it's just like, I smell a story. Whoa, the Jaegers are being pushed back. Very impressive. I haven't lost their touch, I see. Now then, servants of Ouroboros, what do you intend? You seemed quite eager for a fight. Are we still desirous of violence? You think you're funny? If it's gonna be like that, like this, I am gonna call Pater. Stop, Ren. Our chances already slipped by. Trying to force the issue now would only end in an ugly fashion. The capture of the royals was ultimately an optional objective. Come, let's pull back. Well, if we gotta. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll pardon us. It should be just about time for your next trial, however. I suggest you keep your wits about you. Next trial. What are you on about now? You'll see soon enough. Good day then, everyone. Ah. They've retreated. The Jaegers should pull out of the city as well. A shame we could pursue them, but I suppose we can't be selfish. Yeah, wait, way more importantly. So just what the heck is Colonel Richard doing here? Thought you were in prison for the seriously grievous crime of being a huge jerk. Yeah, that's one way of, wording the fact that he committed treason. I said I'm not a... Well, regardless. Before any of that, we have to secure the city. Would you help us? Well, sure, of course. We'll help tend to the wounded and with firefighting. Bum, bum. Can we please get Chloe back? And so, with great difficulty, the society's invasion of Grunsoul was repelled. What great difficulty? I nuked the ever-living crap out of a bunch of archaisms, and then we fought nobody else. Estelle's group ran around the city, fighting fires and helping confuse citizenry. Eventually, the rest of the team arrived, having been contacted by Elnan. The danger in the capital. Yeah, I'm not going to become an A-rank bracer in this. Sag. As I mentioned previously, I'm here on General Bright's orders. He had a suspicion that Ouroboros might try something like this. However, most regular army troops aren't very well trained to fight without their orbital firearms. So he decided to use a handful of troops with experience in hand-to-hand combat. Of course, he needed an excuse to get me and my subordinates involved, seeing as we were supposed to be in prison. As a result, we were to be transported to Grunsoul, where we conveniently ended up caught in the chaos and repelled the attack. It's like, oh, we were just transporting them to Grunsoul, you know, to serve their time there. Oh, well, shit. Okay, that's about as subtle as a brick to the forehead, Dad. I take it you had some idea about this, Your Majesty? Yes, Cassius and I discussed this, the idea earlier. We will, I suspect, face some criticism for doing this, but the safety of the citizenry must come before everything else. And I knew, from the bottom of my heart, that Mr. Richard would do what was best for the country he loves so. I do not deserve such praise, Your Majesty. I get it, so then. Oh, alright. Does this have to do with the reason you wanted to see us? In part, yes. What I want to discuss was what Claudia has done. Huh? What Chloe's done? Yes. It was a short ceremony, but as of this morning, I've been formally invested with the inheritance. I am now officially the Crown Princess of Liberl, next in line to be queen. Hey! Wait! Fuck! That means we're not gonna be able to have her in our party anymore. Probably. Oh, I'm sad now. Whoa. Wow. Congratulations! I think you made a good decision. I really think some of it is simply selfishness on my part. Estelle, everyone. I understand you're the ones who saved everyone at the Academy. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. We can't really take all the credit, though. Annalise's group was there, and Sieg helped out, too. Scree! Yes, so I gathered. When I learned about what happened, I spent a lot of time thinking about what I could do, what role I could serve to help protect those dear to me. And that's inheriting the throne, yes. I'm an inexperienced teenager who lacks the ability or confidence to lead an entire kingdom. Still, if I can use such a position to protect those dear to me, and if that in turn helps me to protect the home I love, then it is all worth it. Chloe, you silly. Well, congratulations. It looks like you finally found that path you were looking for, huh? Estelle, thank you. I really am desperately new at this, though, and I'm not quite sure what I can do. Will you lend me your aid when I need it? What kind of question is that, duh? I mean, heck, I'm not exactly a grizzled veteran over here, you know? Just as you've lent us your aid time and time again. Whenever you need us, we'll be there for you. Estelle, Joshua, thank you. Thank you so much. What a complete and utter fool I've been. All the things I did without realizing the potential of the young people who will carry our future. Oh, yeah, his first name's Alan. What's this, Alan? You'll be carrying a good deal of future yourself still, I think. Quite so. You jest, Your Majesty. Colonel, I have a report. What is it? Is the city under attack again? No, sir. Everything's quiet here. The Aegers withdrew rapidly from the city and faded back out into the countryside. Then what is it, man? Speak up. We've received a report from Hawken Gate. An Erebonian army is gathered at the border. What? So they've come at last. How large an army are they fielding? So far it appears to only be a single standard division. But they have tanks with them. What? Now just a Oh! Agatur! Now just a damn second. How the hell are they running tanks in the middle of all this? Are they using the same technology as the society? I thought they might. No, it's strange. They don't appear to be using orbits at all. The scout reports say they run using steam engines. Steam what now? It's an engine that uses steam to move the pistons. It's even more primitive than a gasoline engine. Everyone stopped using them as soon as orbits were invented. No sane army would bother keeping such museum pieces maintained. They're a joke compared to even the most basic orbital tank, which can only mean one thing. They prepared these in secret. Hang on, you mean? It means the Erebonian leadership knew this was going to happen. So the next trial Ouroboros spoke of. Yes, it must be this. And now, they're effectively holding Gronsel hostage. They could storm in and take the capital again whenever they please. It's one way of sending a message, I suppose. There's another problem. I suspect Dad was keeping you as an ace in the hole. A special joker card he could play. Someone he could dispatch anywhere, an emergency occurred where he couldn't be. But now he's played that card, and you'll have to remain here. Blast it! Ouroboros certainly plays a hard game. Grandmother, allow me to go to Hawken Gate. Say what? Chloe? I couldn't bear sending Uncle. He risked his life once already for our sakes. Let me go. I will negotiate with the Erebonians as your agent. Very well. Though we may have signed a non-aggression pact with them, remember that the scales on which Erebonian and Libero balance are still unstable. These events could spiral into chaos that would engulf the continent. I am counting on you to balance those scales. I will. The sales group briefly shared look. So, in that case, mind if we go with you? I'm sorry? We shall see the heirs to Hawken Gate safely. And if things get really crazy and turn into a shooting war, we'll do what we can to help. Now mind, we can't actually help you with the shooting war, as per guild protocol. But there's a few things we could do from a neutral position, I think. Everyone, I couldn't ask for more. Thank you. Please keep her safe. Yes, your majesty. Leave everything to us. Estelle, Joshua, on that note, I and my men will keep an eye on any movements the society may try to make. Even if they attempt to assault us with that massive puppet of theirs, we'll be ready to respond. Guys, we'll be counting on you. And so Estelle's group took to the road toward Hawken Gate while escorting Chloe. Passing through Gurren Gate, they moved through Roland as quickly as possible. And soon arrived at Hawken Gate. I'm fucking terrified. I'm fucking terrified. What the fuck is Erebonia doing coming here? North of Hawken Gate. One-eyed Zex? The flying fuck? Explain yourself, General Vander. Why is the vision of the Imperial Army on our literal doorstep? Does the Empire truly forget the pacts it signed so quickly? General Morgan, I'm the one who would like an explanation. What are you? For the past 24 hours or more, orbments all across the southern marches of His Majesty's domain have ceased function. And at the exact same time, it seems a massive heretofore unknown structure appeared above your Valeria Lake. Now I ask you, Morgan, what is going on? It is just as you say. We are as confused as anyone else about the situation. So it would seem. But your situation is, as I said, affecting a large swath of Imperial territory. Given that, you know full well why I'm here, General. Here to try and raise the stallion above us while we're weak then. We intend nothing of the sort. We are given to understand that a criminal organization of some sort has been taking advantage of the situation. Our wish is to see if we can be of aid to the allies whom we have signed a non-aggression pact with. Those are the orders I received from the Imperial government. Nonsense! What are those things doing here then? I've never heard of a tank that runs on steam and combustion until now. How is it they suddenly have these tanks which conveniently require no orbital power? That is a military secret. I would think you would welcome us though, Morgan. These vehicles are perfectly suited for helping to keep the peace. In Libero, that is, while this crisis runs its course. You understand my meaning, yes? We deeply appreciate your thoughtfulness. What? Impossible! Your Highness, what are you? Morgan, well done. Please leave the rest of this to me. But Your Highness. And what are they doing here? We are the royal bodyguards, sort of, temporarily. Should the worst happen, we'll protect Chloe. Claudia, we swear. I may be experienced as a negotiator. This is, however, the proper time for me to step forward and assume my duties as heir. Morgan, please. As you wish, Your Highness. Just keep in mind who you are going out there to parley with, my princess. If anything happens, be ready to run for the gate. I understand. It seems I'll be trading words with someone else now, I'm afraid I don't recognize you, though your bearing is quite noble. It's the first time we have met, sir. I am Claudia von Auslis, Princess of Libero, granddaughter to the Queen, and newly invested heir to the throne. Ah! He's like, oh shit! They've brought the big guns for negotiations! I love it. Only gun bigger would be the queen herself walking up, just casually walking up. Forgive my impertinence, your highness. I am Zex Vander, your highness, Lieutenant General of the 3rd Division of the Imperial Army. Yes, word of your accomplishments in battle has reached even us, General Vander. Hey, is that guy famous? Yes, that's One-Eyed Zex. He's one of the best field commanders Erebonia has. If I may be so bold, your highness, I have actually seen pictures of you before. Have you cut your hair recently? Now that I look, your face is familiar, but this is a bit embarrassing. I cut it for the investiture ceremony. Consider it a little girl's way of showing resolve to take up a burden too heavy for her. Hardly, Princess Claudia. It looks very good on you, if I may be forward. Allow this servant of the Empire to congratulate you on becoming the heir to the throne. Thank you, General. Well then, what brings the Princess of Libero here? There's a bunch of tanks right outside her door. Are you here to raise protests against us like my good colleague Morgan? No, that is not my intent. I'm sure that our neighbors in Erebonia must be terrified at the moment. The darkness at night, the cold, the complete shutdown of communications. Believe me, I know how any one of these could inspire terror in people. What I ask is for you to consider your actions. Consider what would happen if your forces were to enter our country. You say that large portions of the Empire are disordered at the moment. I assure you, in every part of Libero, it is worse. And while we no longer bear Erebonia ill will, many of our citizens are agitated and afraid. I could not bear it if the good intentions of our allies were misunderstood. But as you can see, we are investigating these strange events as quickly as we are able. Furthermore, we have managed to suppress most of the activities of the aforementioned criminal group on our own. And so I ask, for the sake of continued friendship between Erebonia and Libero, a relationship we value highly, give us a little more time, General. We will make this right. Pretty words, but they are, alas, sound and fury, signifying nothing. Your Highness. I shall take the reins. You are relieved, General. As you wish, Your Highness. What? He can't be. You've got to be shitting me. I believe this is our first formal acquaintance, Princess Claudia. I'm Oliver Rise Arnor, a son of His Majesty Emperor Eugene III. Let's go! We got the reveal. What? One of the sons of... He's an Imperial Prince? Shara, did you know about this? You're kidding, right? I thought he was just some sort of agent for Imperial Intelligence. Oliver Rise Arnor. I recognize the name, but I don't know the man. Even though I am a prince, I am little more than a royal bastard. I rarely attend to public matters of state, so I am unsurprised you did not know my face. It does still sting a little, though I fear, for the lovely girl who wants to be my bride to not even know my face. An arrow in my heart. What? There are no other words. I see. That's what Colonel Richard had in mind a while back. I'm sorry, I was unaware. Allow me to apologize for the slight against you. Well, I do understand it was conducted without the Queen's consent. That sort of slight we can overlook. But this? No Erebonia cannot overlook this. Oh. My enchanting princess. Are you aware, I wonder, of a little rumor making its rounds across our great empire? I don't believe I am. Allow me to tell you then. Rumor has it that immense structure in the distance is Libero's new weapon. What? Libero has developed a groundbreaking new weapon that allows them to stop orbital energy. They intend to use it to make us pay for the war 10 years ago. It is a rumor which finds fertile ground in the ears of our citizens and leadership. It can't be. That's absolutely untrue. We would never. Then you can prove it, yes? Prove that it is a misunderstanding. If you cannot, then we must act upon the evidence of our senses. Indeed, if the rumors are true, this is a monstrous betrayal of all civilization. Using the pact to hide your intentions. What choice would we have then but to be defenders of the free world? Okay, what in the hell is this, Olivia? Estelle. I can't just stand here listening to you blather on as you please. Olivia, you know damn well just what's going on here. Why are you being such a jerk? Estelle, wait. Have we met? You seem to know me, even if you did not get the name quite right. Did we meet at a party once? No, you lack the refinement of nobility. Yes, no matter how I look at you, you must be nothing more than a commoner. So who are you? Okay, fine then. You want to play dumb no matter what? You are the only one who can bust out a surprise. Oh? My name is Estelle Bright. I am a B-rank bracer of the Bracer Guild of Libero. In accordance with the laws of the guild, I involve myself in the dispute as a neutral arbitrator. Woo! Estelle. Ah, I see, you're a bracer. B-rank. That would make you a veteran bracer could be trusted in arbitration of the scope, but... Try to say you can't trust the bracer's word, Prince Oliver? Not at all, forgive me. So what do you intend to do about our little situation, neutral arbitrator? Oh boy! Shit hit the fan real quick. From the evidence, I judge that Erebonia's claim is false. The floating city is not a Liberian weapon. I swear on the honor of the Bracer Guild supporting Gauntlet. The fuck? My phone just went off. I still don't get YouTube notifications, by the way. It is the most annoying shit on the planet. Oh. On the honor of the guild's emblem itself, a bold statement. Certainly a statement from the Bracer Guild holds enough weight that it cannot be ignored outright. However, I should pose the same question to you then, Miss Bright. What is your evidence of this claim? Evidence, what we've seen for ourselves. The group which made the floating city appear is the Criminal Society of Ouroboros, which is still operating in Libero. We of the guild have been cooperating with the Royal Army to try and put a stop to the society's operations. Heck, if you like, we can have records of everything forwarded to the Imperial government. That would certainly satisfy our need for evidence against Libero's possible malfeasance. However, you have, I think, missed a key point, Miss Wright. Huh? Assuming then that the perpetrators are this Society of Ouroboros, are Libero and the guild capable of putting a stop to this crisis? Well, if you do not, then the Empire will not sit here wringing its hands. The weapon we have brought, including the cannons of our tanks, all use gunpowder. Would that not be perfect for laying siege to and destroying this little rogue city of yours? You've got to be joking. What'll cannons do against something that big? You never know until you try, Miss Bright. Regardless, I can say one thing for sure. You do not have the ability to put a stop to our goodwill, or our need to defend ourselves. Good. Well then, Prince Oliver, would action satisfy? If we can prove that we can, even in these circumstances, do something about that city, would you give us the time to do so? Well, suppose that for some time, at least, civility would force our hand, My prince. Calm down, General. Consider the bare minimum of courtesy to a minor power we have a pact with. This assumes they can even prove anything. As you wish. So then, if you could show me you have some hope of stopping all this, our forces will withdraw. On the crest of the Golden Stallion and my name as a member of the Arnor family, I swear it. Good, that came through loud and clear. What? That voice? Is that? Yes, no doubt about it. Now you're really kidding me. Dad? The Arce! Really? We really are bringing the big guns. Including a literal big gun. This is our proof, men of Erebonia. Feel free to feast your eyes upon it. Dad! Cassius Bright! It's been a while, Zex. They finally gave you a second star, I see. That's besides the point. Why are you here? What is that ship? How is it capable of flying? That, unfortunately, is a national secret. Rather like those steam tanks of yours, I would say. It's like, you want to play that game? So this is the Arce, is it? And you must be the famed Cassius Bright. At least the first time we have had an audience, Your Highness. Strange, though. I feel as if we've met somewhere before. How curious, General Bright. I was just thinking the same thing. How very curious. Isn't it, though? My prince. Miss Bright. Princess Claudia. I'm a proud member of the Erebonian Imperial family. I will keep my word. General, I have all our forces withdraw from this area immediately. Olivier. You have our gratitude, Princess Oliver. Still, though. My dear citizens will doubtlessly not be satisfied with mere possibility being presented to them. Perhaps I could board the Arce and observe for myself. Prince Oliver! A good idea. I'm sure everyone in the Imperial government would be satisfied with the prince as a witness. Princess Claudia, shall we? Of course, I see no reason to object. I'm sure this will only further strengthen the bond of friendship between Erebonia and Libero. Welcome aboard, Prince Oliver. Estelle's gonna whack this guy upside the head. Prince Oliver, what have you done? You finally stride onto the public stage for the first time in ages, and you engage in this charade. I suppose we were too transparent at the end. Transparent like air. To think that a prince of the empire would plan something like this in Libero. Mueller, how could you let this happen? Forgive me, uncle, but do you really think this idiot would listen even if I asked him to stop? Well, he's like, wait, shit! Oh, you have a point! Besides, there are elements of this which do not sit easily on my conscience. I learned all about the truth behind Hommel during this mess. Oh, shit. So he did know. How could he not know? Even back then, he was a critical part of the military chain of command. My shame is... No, Zex, I do not blame you. It was a subsection of the Warhawks. I know you had nothing to do with it. A scandal so vile that information about it had to be tightly controlled. I do not agree with the logic, but I understand it. Seal up that which stinks and bury it forever. Those who rule remain in power unblemished. However, I cannot allow the same trick to be played twice. Prince. Zex, you realize that yourself, I'm sure. The incredibly fortuitous addition of these steam tanks to our arsenal. The convenient orders to sortie. Every bit of it has the fingerprints of the blood and iron chancellor himself, Gileath Osborne. He's in contact with Ouroboros. I no longer doubt it. And personally, I find the idea of a chancellor whose first loyalty is not to the Empire rather repugnant. Don't you? My prince, you can't possibly. But I do indeed. The former military man who has become the Empire's central politician after rising to prominence 10 years ago. The cold-blooded yet bold reformer who laid rails throughout the Empire and has annexed many of our neighbors through force of arms. I have decided to slay the beloved monster which has made its nest in our Empire. You may call all of this my declaration of war. Unbelievable. My prince, do you even realize what you are attempting to accomplish? I like to tell myself I do, at least. He's not only politically strong, but he has de facto control of easily 7/10 of the military. Putting aside neutral people like yourself, all who stand against him are the nation's feudal lords, and their influence weakens by the day. Worse still, my father's trust in him is nearly absolute. The very picture of a monster, I would say. Then why even... Is it not obvious? Because the way he acts is not beautiful. What? My eyes are opened as I traveled Rulbero. People and countries are at their greatest when they are proud of themselves. And I wish for my people, my fatherland, to feel the same pride. To be proud of accomplishments, not conquests. I hope you can understand, Zex. My prince, you've become quite a man. As they say, only an unwatched pot will boil. It's been 7 years since you took me under your wing to teach me what you knew, Zex. I simply learned to apply what you taught when you weren't looking. Indeed. Very well, I'll pull my forces back. I must remind you, however, that the 3rd Division was merely the vanguard. Osborne is mustering another 10 divisions in the capital. 3 days, and then they march. That's your deadline. Yes, we'll act with all haste, Zex. Mueller, you're going with Prince Oliver, I take it? If things go poorly, bring him back, even if you have to drag him by his collar. I imagine I'll have to do so either way. Men, fall out! We are withdrawing to Parm. There we will await new orders. Yes, sir! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And so we managed to buy ourselves a little bit of time at least. Really though, no one trusts me it seems. My lamentations truly are ceaseless. Of course they don't, you nitwit. Even I didn't think you had something like this in you. As they say, if you're going to play your cards, throw in all your chips. Besides, you certainly did a good job in arranging all the pieces. You could say we are partners in crime, confederates of love, bees of a flower who have shared of the sweetest honey. I am armed, Oliver. Olivier. Estelle, brilliantly done. Brilliantly done my entire butt. Would you please explain what in the hell is going on? Why, it's exactly as it looks. There was something rotten in the state of Erebonia. I simply dragged it up onto the stage. The stage, and the rest of us couldn't get a peek at the script? As they truly say, if you wish to deceive your foes, deceive your friends. Having the Arcee show up after you negotiated us into a corner, that was the plan Cassius Bright and I came up with. Dad and Olivier, I should have known. Once Dad showed up, I thought that might be it. That was the idea, at least. And here comes Deceitful Jerk number 2. That's a little cruel, don't you think? I was listening in by phone. You handled those negotiations expertly. Thanks to you, the arrival of the Arcee had all the impact it needed. Listening in by what? Of course, that artifact of yours. My dear Shara, no more of that, please. It would be a little problematic if he heard about. A little too late on that score, Prince. Kevin! Oh, shit! He's been hiding it from Kevin! Kevin's here, too. And Julia as well. Your Highness, I heard about the attack on the capital. I'm very glad to see you're safe. I'm sorry, Julia. I could only imagine how worried you must have been. Well, part of it's my fault. If I'd finished the Arcee's upgrades, we could have come by to help out ourselves. Fortunately, Zero Field reinforcing the most advanced airship in the world took a while, if you can believe it. Still, glad to see everyone safe. Yeah, hang on. How is the Arcee flying? You made a Zero Field generator big enough for the entire ship? Yes, indeed. The ones I gave you were prototypes I'd whipped up to help design a large-scale version. I've been locked up in the Arcee ever since you left, and now it's finally ready. I see. So in other words, every last bit of this was set up by Dad. Come now, don't say it like I'm a criminal. I simply did what I could to make it easy for you to act. You did this because you wanted to, yes? Well, technically, I guess, but... Oh, I don't quite get why you're here, though, Kevin. Alright, while I was at the cathedral, word came in from the girls and their higher-ups. They've been hitting the books. I think I've got a good picture on what kind of thing the Aureole is, and how to end this mess. And once I told Cassius about this, I got hogtied and brought out here. Whoa, what? What the Aureole is? Yeah, so, first of all, the Aureole isn't that floating city itself, really. We think it's an artifact within the city that provides the whole thing with orbital power and helps control the flow of it. The Gospels are basically like distribution thingies for it. An ancient power source for a city. But then, why is it causing all our orbits to shut down? Now we're getting into guesswork, but a couple of really old legends talk about the Aureole striking down threats to the Chosen. Meaning all our more modern orbits are being seen by it as threats to the Chosen. Disabling any possible threat in its area of influence. It's a defense mechanism, essentially. It seems extremely likely. And really, this gives us a ray of hope. Doing something about the entire city would be difficult at best due to its sheer size. But if we can find the actual Aureole somewhere within the city, we may be able to find a way to deal with it. I see, that is an idea. That does sound like a plan, at least. Yes, it seems as though our final goal is well set for us. We should board the Arcee and make our way to the Flying City with all haste. The decision to use the Arcee must come from the royal family. Princess, shall we? You don't need to ask. Captain Schwartz, prepare the Arcee for launch. We're heading for the Flying City above Valeria Lake. At once, Your Highness. It's like, unfortunately, we kind of need the royal family's permission. Princess. Royal family member. I love it. And my brace of friends. Please, everyone, lend your aid to Libero in an hour of need. This mission will likely be the last one of this crisis. Well, saying that like it's even a question if we'll go. This is something we should leave up to our leader. Leader? Estelle, we mean you, of course. What? Why so shocked, Estelle? We all do have our own stake in this, yes. But one way or another, we've just been tagging along on this wild ride of yours. So in that sense, Estelle, you're definitely our leader. Still not quite ready for it. No, she is. No matter how grim it gets, Estelle never loses hope. That light is always there to guide me, to guide us. That's why only Estelle could ever be our leader. Wow, so she just got tossed the leader position. This is like... fucking hilarious. Joshua, not helping. Estelle, your face is red as a beet. Okay, I get it. Chloe, the guild accepts your mission. We'll find the Aureole on the Flying City and save Libero. Thank you. Good, that's finally settled. Now I can get back to the headquarters. Dad, you're not coming with us. I'm afraid I can't. They may have retreated for now, and I trust Zex to keep his word. We can't ignore the larger Erebonian threat. It's not just Hawk and Gate. They could use non-orbital vessels to invade by sea. I also wouldn't be surprised if the Society attempts another raid on Grunzel. I can't leave the Royal Army with all of this going on. Yeah, I get it. I'll do my best. With Joshua, with everyone. So Dad, try not to kill yourself with work, okay? It'll be a struggle, but don't worry. And Joshua, let me give this to you. And a letter to Joshua. A letter. Call it a father's heart. It's between men, so it might be a little shocking for Estelle. Just a reminder that I'm right here and still have my staff. Yeah, I'll read it when I have time, Dad. Please do. the love of... I seriously do not get guy stuff like this. Don't be so harsh, Estelle. I'm taking some time off once this is over. I intend to spend a lot of time at home once I can. Estelle, make sure we can all share some omelet rice then, alright? Yeah, you bet. We've just been in one giant cutscene this entire time. Like, fuck's sake. The Odyssey. Are you sure, Cassius? If you're that worried, you could have gone with them, you know. No, it's fine. Weissman is even more dangerous than I thought he would be. If I accompanied them, I would simply be painting a target on their heads. Yes, if you're out in the open, he'd strike at your ankle like the snake he is. The price of fame, And it is maddeningly frustrating, let me tell you. Of course, it's also what gives us a chance to strike. A game of truth and lies as the two of you try to read the other, eh? Speaking of lies, do you think the Blood and Chancellor will really hold back? As powerful as he is, he can't gainsay an oath from Prince Oliver easily. As long as we don't give them any more of an opening, I think we'll be safe. I hope so. Everything rests on the team aboard the Arcee then, yes. Lena and great benevolent Adios of the sky, shine down where your children must walk, please. That beneath this enormous sky, they might find the path they seek. Chapter 8 end. Okay, before we move on to the final chapter, I'm gonna be right back. Okay, let me open up the little guidey book. Blah, blah, blah. All right, final chapter time. That's the stabilizer wings stored. Helm accelerate to full speed and set course for the floating city over the lake. Yes, ma'am. What shall we do if the enemy attempts to intercept us? A good question. We may need to engage them depending on the ferocity of the attack, but I want to prioritize landfall. Understood. Also, don't worry about mincing words. Regardless of our ranks, aboard this ship, I am your gunnery officer. I am yours command. Understood. Huh, I didn't know Mueller could man an orbital ship gun. He trained in the Imperial Army's most advanced armor division. Despite his burly sword-swinging appearance, he's quite capable as a gunner. I'm sorry my appearance doesn't match my skills. Oh, no, that's cool, actually. And, when did you get a chance to change, Olivier, or Punchar Levert? I thought you were coming aboard as a representative of the Empire. Ha, that, my friends, was but a front. However, once this is over, my search for love, freedom, and finery shall be at an end. Until then, at least, I wish to dress and be addressed as I please. To you, I shall always be Olivier. Ha, dressing up for the funeral, huh? What would the people of Erebonia say if they knew? I cannot say I care in the slightest. How about it, my good reporters? Would you care for a scandalous tell-all interview with an Erebonian prince? Hang on, serious? Ooh, I better get lots of pictures then. Please, I beg you, do not take any of the nonsense coming from his mouth seriously. Mueller's just like, no, please, mercy. That aside, how come you two are coming along now? Wait, if I may guess, Grandmother wished for you to ride along as he did during the incident with the dragon. Got it in one, Your Highness. Her Majesty put in a good word for us with Brigadier General Bright. He'll ask to come along as war correspondents. I got lots of pictures of you being amazing at the gate, Princess Claudia. I'll show you them when they're developed. Well, thank you, Dorothy. How does she manage to suck the seriousness out of the room every time? Oh yeah, Grandpa, is our zero fuel generator okay? Yes, it's working fine for the moment. Assuming nothing happens, it should get us to that flying city easily enough. One sec. So if something does happen, all we got is prayers. Oh yes, without the generator we crash, no question. The impact would surely kill us all instantly. Or the subsequent explosion would. Oh, that's great! So, if we crash, Libero has no Eris. That's great. Or, I mean, it has Dunan, but that's... The less said about Dunan, the better. Professor, you really know how to calm a girl's fears. Thanks. Radar contact. 5 ships on an intercept course. Here they come. Those look like the high-speed interceptors that were docked on the Glorious. Not really bothering with stealth at this point, are they? Arm them in, gun and maintain full speed. Target only the ships that obstruct our course. We will focus on breaking through. Yes, ma'am! Yeah, let's just shoot him down with a big laser. Bogies 1, 2, and 5 disabled. 3 and 4 disengaging. We did it. Fantastic. Goodness me. So this is what the future of aerial warfare looks like. The main gun is incredible. It has quite a bit of power, but virtually no recoil. Even for a noble weapon, it's fantastically accurate. Of course it is. To be honest, I would have liked to mount some point and defense guns with radar tracking as well, but... well, one project at a time, I suppose. Radar contact... oh, adios. Contact is 250 arg in length, approaching at 8 o'clock. That can only be... and here comes the Glorious. Joshua, do you know anything about the performance or armament of that thing? The Arcee can easily outmaneuver and outrun it, but it has gigantic main cannons and large batteries of point defense guns. There's no way we can attack it directly and live. Blast it. Turn to 4 o'clock and flank speed. Lux, get us over the city and avoid fire from that monster's guns. Aye aye. I think we're out of the Glorious's firing range. Whew. That was scary. I think about half the nerves in my body are now... I think about half the nerves in my body are now shot, yes. Yeah, my heart's about to burst from my chest. Still, there's not much else the enemy can do to us at this point, right? No, we shouldn't let our guard down. Yeah, the Society has a bad tendency of ignoring stuff like common goddamn sense. We need to watch out until the second we land. There's an opening in the clouds ahead. We are entering the floating island's airspace. Time to dive. We're now over the flag city, ma'am. Wow. Holy Strigas. This is the jewel of ancient Zemuria. Even more mind-blowing than I'd imagined. Look at that enormous tower-like structure. Put gun money on that being an important part of the island. If we're going to land, I'd put down near that, Captain. Good idea, Professor. Echo, anything on radar, the Glorious? One moment. No enemy contact within 50 Selge. We seem to have left the Glorious in our dust, ma'am. Good. Lux, slow to 1/3 and begin landing. Put us down near that tower. Aye, ma'am. Huh? Dorothy? If you're out of photo quartz already, girl, I swear. Oh no, I have plenty of that. But isn't there something weird over there? What the? Oh, no way. What in the world? A mech? It doesn't look like one of the Divine Knights. Let us see then. What will you do when your wings of hope are ripped from your back? Oh. Wow, Luve. Finale. Trails in the sky. The hell's the third then? Uh, ooh. Ah, good, you're awake. Are you alright? Are you hurt? No, I think I'm fine. Banged my elbow, but yeah, I'm okay. But everyone else. I'm not dead, at least. Ugh. Ow. I'm fine. Well, that was thrilling, if nothing else. You remember the other half of my nerves? They're all quite gone now, thank you. Mood. That's the closest I've ever brushed shoulders with death, I think. No, I can't eat that much. Guess I ought to be grateful she ain't hurt. Dorothy, wake up! Nap time's over. Yo, Niall? Major Vander, how about you? As well as can be expected. Nothing seems broken over here. I'm unhurt, ma'am. I think I'm okay. I thought we were goners. A real miracle. Or perhaps he simply let us live. That's right. The one writing that thing, that was... Yes, it was Louve, no doubt. Son of a... In that case, I'm certain he stayed his hand. If he really wished to, he could have torn us to pieces. Kinda not sure how to feel about that. At any rate, where are we? Looks to be somewhere on the periphery of the island. We should step out and take stock of our situation. Oh. Oh, wow. It's really pretty. Wow, so many pictures. Dorothy, don't blow all your photo quartz in 5 minutes, alright? Gotta admit, this isn't what I expected at all. This is less like a city and more like a garden. I wonder, perhaps this is like the city parks in certain large cities. It does sort of feel that way looking at it, though I've never heard of a city park so huge that you can't see the end of it in any direction. The scale of it does overwhelm. Sieg! Scree! Sieg, thank goodness. I was afraid he'd been hurt or got lost. Don't worry, we're all fine too. Scree! Ah, I see, thank you. Apparently we've crashed on the easternmost side of the city, and the Glorious is docked on the exact opposite side. The damage to the Arcee looks worse than it actually is. The engines themselves are virtually untouched, and the flight field generator mostly just needs to be beaten furiously with a wrench. The problem lies in a lot of our finer systems, our stabilizers for starters. Ironically, we can plow forward just fine, but hovering steadily would be an issue as things stand. I see. The first order of business needs to be organizing everyone we can for repairs then. I may be an outsider here, but I'll help in any way you require. Thank you, Vander. That'll solve the problem with the Arcee, but a real struggle will be locating the Oriole in this massive city. Especially since it seems likely our friends in the society are already here. Yes, If they claim the aureole, who knows what they may do with it. Given everything they've done until now, you have to imagine it would be nothing good for anyone else. We need to get out there and find a way to stop them. No complaints to that idea here. We should get moving right now. Trying to off in multiple small groups would just be chaos, though. I think it'd be wisest to use a single exploration team. Yeah, I agree. First thing we gotta find is some kind of powered means of getting around the city. Trying to walk would take forever. What is it, Joshua? It's nothing, really. Anyway, the exploration team is going to need backup. Ideally, we should have people ready to swap in and out as soon as the team returns to the Arcee. A good idea. I'd like to join in myself, but right now I need to oversee the Arcee's repairs. Let's go ahead and decide who's leaving first. Please form your party. You may choose 2 others, members beside the mentor members. Wait.
Great.
It's not even a contest. Alright, Estelle, your group of 4 will explore the city. Do remember that we have no idea what's out there, society or otherwise. Don't do anything too foolish. Don't worry, we'll be fine. We'll be looking for a way around the city ahead of anything else. Good luck to you then. Everyone else will remain behind on standby and help prepare the Arcee. No problem. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. One other small mercy. The shutdown phenomenon doesn't seem to be happening here on the island. Your tactical ornaments should work just fine away from the Arcee, even without handheld zero-fuel generators. Really? Well, hey. Grap, how can you tell? Well, truth be told, the biggest casualty of the crash was the Arcee's Z of G. But even with it in pieces, all our other orbital systems are operating just fine. Father Graham's theory seems to have been right on the mark. Right, the aureole neutralizes foreign orbital elements. But if we can get onto the island, we surely can't be foreign, right guys? Yes, I'm willing to guess it can't tell the difference. Whew, yeah, talk about small mercies. Going out there without any arts or anything would be kinda harsh. I take it that means the orbital workshop tools are also functional. Oh yes, everything survived the crash just fine. If you need your ornaments tuned up, just say the word. Got it. I suspect it was stopping by a lot. Okay then, is everyone ready to take a look around outside the ship? Yes, let's be off. Sorry, Estelle. I actually need to prepare something from the ship's storeroom. Something to help if I need to stick around again. Could I ask you to wait a bit? Oh, sure. Do you want some help? Speed things up a little. No, it's sort of a one-person job. I don't think it'll take more than 30 minutes or so. Could you wait in the lounge until then? Well, okay. Okay, we'll be waiting. My man, you are a dude of many talents, but lying ain't one of them. I'm sorry, lying to her isn't. I think the one you should apologize to eventually is Estelle. Anyway, you're sure. If I'm right, this could backfire and mess you up, like badly. Yes, I've made my decision. Kevin, Father Kevin, please. You're the only one who can help. Alright, alright. Don't need to lay it on that thick. Come on. That little lie ain't gonna buy us much time. Let's get to the medical bay. Joshua, you're done. Sorry to keep you waiting. That took a while. I don't mind, but Joshua, are you okay? You look tired, unless I'm crazy. Someone took a lot of concentration. Don't worry, I'm fine. Well, if you say so. Let's get going then. Oh, we need to make sure that, let's see, Orbman, Chloe, HP 4. Do I have Mind 4? Mind 3. It's all one line. Freeze 2. Right. Heal and Haze. And then we need... EP3. Can I get Mind... Ooh, no, I don't want Mind 4. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. Okay, okay. I needed to plug in my headset and use the restroom. It was 33. This is 33. And let me publish the videos on Discord. There we go. Clear notifications. Okay, okay. So for Chloe. Nope, it's Claudia von Auslis now. Sag. She's gone full princess. But anyway, for her, we're gonna try and get as many max levels as we can. I actually do need to check that. Bracer notebook. Let's see, magic. Coquitous 25. 25 blue, 12 wind, and 5 mirage. Well, it's all one, so I have 26 already. Interesting. Yeah, this is the one that can be... Okay, well, we'll figure it out. And we should probably look up... Joshua's pretty much done. And the rest of them are all... Okay. Shop, buy. Valkyrie Rod. Strider. Equip. Estelle. Valkyrie Rod. Ooh. Ooh. That's ooh. 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 Damn, wish we had more than one streak of B1. Right. We'll give Estelle the streak of B1s. Okay. That's, okay, this is absolutely terrifying. I'm looking to see if there's any chests here. Because, you know, of course I am. Nope, no chest yet. Okay, the reason why I was looking for a chest is because... Oh, nope, it's right there. Never mind. I couldn't find the second... I couldn't find the first chest, I should say. Okay. Wow, it's beautiful. I'm not even sure how to put this. It's sort of hard to believe we're in the sky, you know. The ancient Sumerian culture was more than just its technology. It seems they had a great understanding of how to use their technology too. It's room locked. Okay. Wow, astounding. The city's this big. Hey, we're sure no one still lives here, right? I don't think so. I have to imagine everyone left before the city was set into that other dimension. In fact, I imagine the ancestors of modern Liberalians came from this place. Wait, so like my great whatevers lived here? And we never knew. That actually makes some sense. There have always been so few traces of old Sumeria, not just in Libero. But anyway, if the city just disappeared, I get it. That explains what Grandpa's always wondered. If everyone used to live in the sky and the city just disappeared, this place seems to get crazier with every step we take. Anyway, the view here is really pretty, but what is this place, you think? It feels different from the rest of the area. Given the nature of this area so far, it may just be a scenic view, but it does feel a bit more important. That screen over there looks like something you're meant to interact with. Let's take a look at it. Calamar Station. Oil systems currently operate at limited capacity pods with inconvenience. Liber? Please select a service in this terminal. Gospel-based citizen ID checks are not required for the service at this time. What's a Halo rail system? Some kind of rail-based transit system, I guess. And given that there's a transit authority involved, I would guess this floating island is called the Liber Arc. Oh yeah, the Liber Arc. Hang on, Liber? No way. I think. We've just discovered the origin of the name Libero. Holy Strigas. Personally, I find the gospel reference more interesting. The way this is written, they must have been ubiquitous. Everyone would have had one. Sounds like they served as identification and a portal personal link to the Oriole. Gah, this is too much to take in at once. Anyway, it looks like we don't need a gospel to do stuff here. Let's see what we can do. Right, I think I can get it to list available services if I push this. Online shop! Alright, alright, alright. Hmm. Okay, let's see. Set up the platform. Provide the launch pad with your orbital needs. Next, activate the Halo rail and the gate lock. That allows you to traverse the Libero Arctos. Hire the Halo station serves as a shortcut for other parts of the... Go down the elevator and enter the unlocked room on your right. Okay. So... if there's disruption of the Halo rail, gate may be unlocked at each station, leading to substratum access passages. In accordance with the emergency protocols, the stage gate can be unlocked. I'd like to do so at this time. Unlock. Locks on gate in station vicinity have been removed. Tunnels now usable. Okay. Orbit. Mind 5. Okay. So... HP 4. Right? That gives us 20 plus 5 is 25. Right? So if we change this to... Oh, it would be this? Okay. So... Remove cords. 25. Now all cords okay. Evade 4 gives us 8. Latier all. And then it was Coquetus. We got it! 10 and... oh, 12. So yeah, we got it. And 5 thing. Oh, we also have Plasma Wave and Lightning. Does make me curious though. What is the wind one? Wind. Grand Stream. Requires 3 earth, 20 wind, and 5. Okay, how much does she have? Ooh, I do not have. Could probably get it. Right? With this plus the thing. Okay. Evade 4, EP3, EP cut. Do I have EP4? I do not. And of course, there's no cast 3, not really. Well, there's cast 3, but it's this sucky one that just deletes everything. Time gen, it just sucks. Anyway. But we got Chloe up, right? We got... I think we have Joshua, right? Let's see. White Gehenna, right? Orbital down, 12, Death Scream, 8 and 4. Do I have Orbital down? I have Orbital down. We have the Tentacore. I think someone had the first magic. Geocatastrophe. Oh no, Geocatastrophe is 14 and 12. That one's possible. Anyway, where was I supposed to go next? Yes, we're supposed to go into the cave. Nothing here. Just, doing our due diligence. I should probably end the stream soon. Okay, we'll end the stream as soon as I get inside the cave. Because it's about that time. Don't want to go too long. Because then we'd run out of game. I believe there's I believe there's a point where we actually need to just continuously go. Okay. I'm gonna end here. I will be back tomorrow with, I should have battled all the creatures in front of us. I'll be back tomorrow with the Glea and then more of this. If all goes well. So, because tomorrow's Tuesday, which means we got the weekly reset.